This question is asking us to divide a line segment into a specific number, and this one is 4 congruent segments. Now it is specifying that it wants it to be using perpendicular bisectors, so I am restricted here on how I can do this. Again, we have multiple constructions that'll get us a divided line segment, but this one is specifically having perpendicular bisectors, so that means I need to follow through with what they're saying. So again, this is going to be if I do a perpendicular bisector construction, I get two equal pieces. So if I go more than halfway, again, I like around 2/3, I'm going to make an arc above. Let me just make sure this is accurately on point A. There we go. All right, an arc above, an arc below. There we go. Flip it. Do it from the other endpoint, in this case B, like so. Again, see where it crosses, see where it crosses. So now when I take my straight edge and I put my pointer on one of the intersections and I go to the other intersection down here, we will get what we are here. Let me just make sure I'm here. I feel like I'm off a little bit. Just double check. Yep, that's right. And make this one, make sure I'm accurate here. Oh, I was off a little bit. Here we go. That makes more sense. There we go. All right, so we have that intersection. That's your first right angle right there. All right, now, but that's only 2. 1, 2. We want 4. So now I need to do that again. Now I got to use this point here as one of my endpoints. So A to the midpoint here. I'm going to do another divide. And I'll do this part in green. So again, more than halfway from A to that midpoint. Make an arc above. Make an arc below. Flip it, do it from the other endpoint. In this case, that's the midpoint now. Rotate 1 and 2, see where they intersect. Again, using my straight edge, I'm going to connect using those dots, like so. There's my next point. And I got to do this one more time because, again, we needed 4. So I have 1, 2 equal here. I got to do another thing here. Do not change the size of this because we want everything to be the same. Right, and again, I'm using both B and this red endpoint here as well. So 1 and up above is, oops, can't change the size. 2. Now do it from the midpoint. Again, because we divided the piece in the middle, the red point is the center, I should say, of that line segment. It's the midpoint. I know that I'm dividing 2 equal pieces already, so these individual pieces are going to also be equal. So again, if I take my straight edge now and put it on one endpoint location of the arcs, and there's the other one. Now if I move this out the way, you can see that I have in fact created 4 equally distant segments. I put points to show that because they are segments, so I need endpoints for each of them. And again, I like to show that they're equal by putting the little tally marks. Again, when I'm doing this, I usually do 2 just because of all the other construction arcs and everything I got that. I want to make sure it's clear. And there I have 4 congruent segments created by perpendicular bisectors.